play of the game from way down.
True, silence. Rainer getting absolutely
A team wipe.
The living bombs going.
Oh my goodness, the ring. Bombstats Nico gonna find Rainer.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are now changing over. We're switching gears. We're going from B East. We're taking a little bit of a step up in our level of play today. I thought I had that set to 3-0. My bad, guys, for Team Happy Cloud. So it's going to be Main Tank Uther versus Team Happy Cloud, Division A. The next match that was available in our replay review here. So I got to make sure that I've tagged that as well. Yeah, let me tag that real quick. All right, so with replay casting, there's no draft for us to go through. There's really very little that we're going to do. I'm not going to show you the standings because I don't want to give away what has taken place. So instead, I'm going to show you these map bans because I do have that information. All right, so Main Tank Uther start off with the bans on the Braxis Holdout and Volsky Foundry. Team Happy Cloud banning out Alterac Pass and Sky Temple. And the first pick here is going to be Battlefield of Eternity from Team Happy Cloud. Welcome, Selexia. Thanks for the 69 bits. Glad that you're here. It's Friday night. Aren't you doing Cheer 69? Isn't that a thing tonight? When, or does that start in a little bit? Is that an 11 o'clock thing? But we are all set here, so let's go ahead and get into the game, shall we? I'm so excited, and we'll see if this is all set and done. Oh, a holiday party. Okay, yeah, okay, fair enough. Cool. Yeah. Yep. Our holiday party was scheduled for January 3rd. I have not responded to tell them I'm going because I'm probably not. So there you go. Our work holiday party anyways. But next Friday is my birthday. Oh man, that's going to be the episode to tune into. But all right, we're all set for the game. So let's go ahead and get into this. Oops, wrong one. Need that one. All right, on the left, I think this is Main Tank Uther. Right? You know what? Hold up. We're going to pause because I want to make sure that I have the right teams with the right names. Main Tank Uther has J-Lux on Imperius. Is this J-Lux on? It is on Imperius. Okay, so we're correct. Here we go. Main Tank Uther on the left. It's going to be J-Lux on the Imperius. Jimmy going to be playing Artanis. I don't feel like you can have a name like Jimmy and not play Mr. Rainer, but Tayuki going to be playing the Blaze. Taxic on the Tyrael. And Thrall over here on Thunderstruck. And I said that wrong. Thunderstruck over here on Thrall. Team Happy Cloud instead on the right. Brett Michael's going to be playing the Greymane. R275 Delta is going to be playing that Malfurion. Sweet Buns on the ETC. Galaxy Quest playing the Orphea. And Urel going to be played by Nico. I think that's the intent there. Oh, so I love this. See, I like Light of Caribor is a talent that I don't. Well, actually, I don't see Urel that often, so I guess I don't know. But I didn't see Light of Caribor being used all that often. But I've always thought that was a good talent. But I don't know. So some heroes that we don't see a whole lot of. We don't see a whole lot of Tyrael. We don't see a whole lot of Urel. The others are you know, moderately standard, but this is a lot of front line here. Well, I just noticed what on the side of Main Tank Uther. This is a Tyrael solo support, I guess. An interesting comp, though, because all of these heroes on the side of main tank Uther have some kind of self-sustain, whether it's healing that, you know, Thrall provides, or Imperius, or Blaze, or the shielding from the Tyrael and Artanis. So a very interesting draft from the side of main tank Uther. So the swap going out onto the Greymane. He's going to dive right back in. The tower shots feeding into Jimmy. Jimmy's going to have to walk away there. But Brett Michaels still in a bit of danger here, as he's going to hop on out of that Worgen form to throw a little bit of a cocktail. Right, Shane Drain? Like it took me a minute, because I was like, wait a minute, who's the healer down here? One melee, 2 melee, 5 melee? What's going? And actually, it started because I was like, oh, they've got 2 tanks and the Artanis. So whatever. There's the root going out onto Taxic. Celestial Charge coming in onto Galaxy Quest, looking for that high schooler in the back lane, but it's going to be Tyrael following first and coming in with that sweet death effect. Death rattle maybe, I don't know. Trying to get some damage, but it's going to be 3 kills going out onto main tank Uther, as level 4 picked up a full level lead here in favor of Team Happy Cloud. So this is a moment where I kind of would love to hear, like, what they're going for. Are they going for race? I don't feel like the race is the goal here, because Imperius doesn't do a lot of race. Blaze doesn't do a lot of race. Thrall does okay. Tyrell's whatever. I guess the auto attack speed, and going, you know, heavily into Artana. Like, are they just memeing? Are they just going, hey, whatever? There's got to be a strategy out of this. I just don't know what it is. What do you think, guys? What am I missing? What is it that main tank Uther's going for here? Are they just looking for, like, super self-sustain, kill the enemy team, and then slowly whittle down the Immortal until the enemy team comes back and does it again? Is that the goal here? I don't know. Sweet Bun's coming up, looking to defend, knocking the Imperius back into the Immortal stun. You'll love to see it if you're an ETC player, but ETC's going to get caught by that Celestial Charge. Silence. Nope, that's not Silence. That's Orphea doing the Dread. But it's going to be Artanis falling, and that's all of their race. So they've got to pull away now. But Taxic using that Smite to try to get away from the team is going to be able to move out. That's, you know, an additional, I don't know, 25% movement speed, I think. So practically mount speed. That said, the Shaman Camp getting to work on some wall damage here in the bot lane. Maybe it's just like a swap into CC chain pick comp. Maybe. I mean, that could work. The only concern I have there is that then Artanis just dies and he's all the race. You know, because Artanis swaps in, suddenly, you know, Malfurion roots him, or a power slide into a root, and then he just dies. So, you know, at best you get a 1-for-1 trade, probably. Level 7 picked up now here for Team Happy Cloud. Still maintaining that full 1-level lead. But with the aggression here, again, like, we got Artanis back. This is a whole lot of aggression into the defensive positioning with just 3 versus 5 here. The race ultimately going to go over to Team Happy Cloud. Artanis just not able to keep up with a full 5-man assault. Now, I feel like Team Happy Cloud doesn't have their mount synergy going here. Like, ETC's got a Happy Cloud, but he's got a Love Cloud or something. I don't know. It's got the flirty eyes. You know those flirty eyes. Weenus knows those flirty eyes. Swap going out, trying to grab that Orphea, but just a little bit off. So the Immortal coming in here, making its way onto the fort. And we do have Yrel and Thrall down there in the bottom lane, but Tyrell's the one who's getting low. Celestial Charge coming in onto the ETC, but again, this Immortal doing some work. The roots coming out. J-Lux gonna get taken out. A lot of CC between the Malfurion and ETC. I mean, in theory, even the Yrel gets some stun damage here. And we're getting this rotation full on, coming for the Thrall. Thrall, I don't think, has any idea it's coming until it's here. So he's trying to get away. but really he's just stalling out. And if he's gonna stall out, like, I feel like his team had to get value doing something, and right now they're just, you know, clearing up this lane. So looking like a pretty commanding performance so far from Team Happy Cloud. Team Happy Cloud is a Division A veteran team. The main tank Uther, I believe a relatively new addition to NGS. And of course, this was all in week 1, so some of these things are a little bit different. Let's take a look at the minion XP here. So big difference there, about 1,500 difference, about a sixth of the XP, just in minions of the difference. So now we're going for a 3 versus 2, or 3 and a 2, 3 in the bot lane, 2 in the top here. Probably not the best time to try to do that, though, because they've already got the walls down. There's no safe place for the team to be, as ETC going in does have the mosh pit available, but ultimately does not elect to use it. So we're going to get the Sacred Ground here from Urel, the Crushing Jaws out of that Orphea, Tranquility from the Malfurion. Oh, check back over here, because it looked like they're considering something. And, of course, the mosh pit and Cursed Bullet. And with level 10s, I mean, there's not a whole lot that main tank Uther can do on this. I mean, if they come in here, they get moshed, and there's... I guess they have a few different ways they can stop a mosh. There's the swap onto Orphea. She walks away. There comes the mosh pit, hitting 3. Crushing Jaws coming in. Not getting the full combo out, but eventually does land the kill onto Tyrael and Blaze. Orphea, however, gonna fall, but oh my goodness, the kill from Greymane onto that Imperious. So a 3-for-1 trade, pretty decent in favor there of Team Happy Cloud. They got to be, well, happy about that. But that's the first kill of the game from main tank Uther. So, and now they've got their level 10s. So this is where I want to see something crazy that's just gonna work for them. And I don't know what it is. Right now we've got Angelic Armaments, the Suppression Pulse, the Sanctification, Sundering, and Bunker. And none of that really speaks to me like it's the linchpin in all this. Well, but we're going into a narrow corridor here, and we're going to get that Sacred Ground. Here comes the Sanctification. So Artanis going for that Malfurion in the back. The bunker was also popped here. Sweet Buns might be the first to fall. Is, in fact, and now they're looking for the Urel. She's got 40% armor. So, you know, but 40% is still, it's not invulnerable. But ultimately, Tyrael's going to be the one to fall. Brett Michaels getting very low thrall, trying to get the kill. But for the first time this game, main tank Uther taking a lead in the kills here. Not in the overall kills, but in the team fight itself. But even with that lead, they're looking to defend, trying to prevent any of these heroes from coming in and getting onto the Immortal, leaving Artanis to do all the work down there. Celestial Charge going in onto the Orphea, and we see the Blaze Charge coming in. There's the Crushing Jaws going to hit 2, but they are able to get the connection and take out Orphea, and that's a big win for them. Artanis, however, falling low as ETC helping the Immortal to get here. Does Artanis make it away? Holy cow, that Suppression Pulse just in time. But maybe not so much for Thrall here, as he's falling very low. The Immortal gonna go over to main tank Uther. Now, I don't understand how, but it happened. It's a thing. It took place. I saw it. You saw it. Welcome, Moist Weenus, and all of your friends. Thank you very much for joining us. We're doing a little bit of replay casting tonight. We're doing Division A. So there you go. Oh, Mark Zombie coming in, and he's moist. We are in game number 1 between main tank Uther and Team Happy Cloud. And in case you're wondering, no, your eyes do not deceive you. That is a full bruiser / tank comp from the side of main tank Uther. 100% of it. Swap going out onto the ETC. He's knocking him back, keeping him away from his beefy goodness there. Sacred Ground coming out from Urel. And this Immortal just about to go down. Not quite in time to get the fort, ETC, I think, looking for a mosh. Not quite able to find one where he was looking, but they do get the kill onto the Tyrael. And Tyrael's going to get a little bit of damage onto the ETC. You know, that doesn't do nearly as much damage as I expected it to. I mean, that was like, I don't know, 500 or 600 damage. How much damage is that? Let's look. 3? I think he's 3. No, that's Thrall. 4? No, that's still Thrall. Oh, apparently I'm just locked onto Tyrael's camera. He's busy looking all over the place. 881 damage. So, okay, it's... I mean, that's still a big burst of damage, but I guess if it's against an ETC, it's basically nothing. Hey, Moist Weenus coming in with the subs, and Lulu with her Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. As Greymane getting the kill onto Artanis. We're actually getting really close, like... a couple more subs, and it's going to end up being another emote. And I already know what it's going to be. We're still pending Alice. She should be coming soon. Although I think I've been saying that for a week. But I think the next tier, I'm going to do the Regen Phoenix logo. Because you just got, like, I gotta, right? Gotta have the thing that represents you, right? But yeah, I mean, I've been checking every day. Alice is not on the approved list yet. It still says pending. So, I mean, I submitted it like, I don't know, Monday? I think that was Sunday night. Why not do me instead, Recycic says. All right, Celestial Charge going in until the ETC. A couple of people stunned there as Nico getting stunned as well. The Root coming out, zoning out, and locking down the Artanis. Here comes the Sacred Ground and the Chomp coming in. The big Mosh Pit gonna hit 3, I think, but Sundering gonna help to interrupt it. Taxic, however, gonna fall again on this Tyrael. And ETC's gonna go down, make it Blaze as well. So that's a 2-for-1 so far in favor of Team Happy Cloud. But looking for the Artanis, they're very close, not quite gonna get it, I don't think. And the Cursed Bullet going out, but again, Cursed Bullet's not going to kill anybody by itself. It's a percentage of their current max health. Not their max health, their current health, rather. So unless they were at 1 hit point, they're going to survive. But hey, yeah, thanks very much, Weenus and Lulu, for your subs. Always appreciated. And here, let's zoom out to check this out here as Artanis using that Suppression Pulse to force Greymane to pull back. Level 16 is now available here for Team Happy Cloud, so they got to be feeling pretty good right now overall. They had the couple of kills in that last fight. Overall, with the exception of one fight, they've been able to be successful into this main tank Uther team. And they only have a couple of ults, though. Halftime picked up. Team Happy Cloud a little bit ahead, about 5,000. And ETC is going to catch the Tyrael. There's the Cursed Bullet. So Tyrael's about half health, sitting up there in the top half. So's Artanis. But Taxic doesn't care. He's going to come right into the team. Try to bait him to use some of their abilities on him. And Greymane over there making quick work of this Immortal. Looking very much like it's going to be an Immortal going over for Team Happy Cloud, although Tranquility used there's the Sanctification as well as the Bunker. A little bit of an overlap there. But it's very, very low here on the side of Team Happy Cloud are Galaxy Quest and Sweet Buns. Jimmy, however, getting low as well as they get the Blaze. Tyrael going to be falling next. And I was going to say, there's no... Oh my god, does he make it out? Oh, the Vindication coming in just at the right time. And that's going to be the 3rd kill coming out for Team Happy Cloud. Now they can finish up this point. And Iberius as well, make it a 4 as he dives over the wall into the enemy team. And with a pretty healthy shield on this Immortal, about 2/3 of the shield, plus this Shaman Camp, which is going in the top lane. Okay, I thought maybe the Immortal was going to go in the top lane. But this top lane has had a pretty significant amount of damage, as well as the minion wave just going right into it here. So, yeah, no doubt, right? Smart URL play, getting the hop over the wall, using that Vindication to find the hidden Artanis in the bush. So they still have level 16 advantage. I mean, this is potentially a game-winning push. And if it's not, I mean, they still have all their structures and they have a Shaman Camp pushing on the top. So, I mean, that eventually could win. I do like the positioning here. It's rough because they're not 16. But here comes main tank Uther. ETC's gonna come out, gonna have the mosh pit here. Multiple stuns along with the crushing jaws. No deaths yet though. These are beefy, tanky hit points as they get the bunker and sanctification follow-up. So much better timing on those kind of denial ultimates here. Although Blaze still goes down, Taxic may fall as well. Greymane coming back now, and that's what I was gonna say. I don't know that you want to chase that kill. Just get in here. You've still got pretty healthy Immortal, and Greymane needs to be on this core. Jimmy's gonna be the first, and then our Imperius is gonna be the second there. So it looks like this is gonna be game number 1 going over to Team Happy Cloud. Now, how much do you want to bet that these guys swapped their positions on the next round, huh? I'm gonna come into this and it's gonna be main tank Uther on the right, Team Happy Cloud on the left. I just know it. Sorry, I needed a quick drink there. Alrighty. So that was game number 1. Selected by Team Happy Cloud. It was also won by Team Happy Cloud. Aero mad about something? Never. What am I mad about? Why would I be mad? What did I miss? Oh. Right. And check it out. Or if you didn't even finish your quest, you didn't need it. Let's see here. So game number 2, it's gonna be on Infernal Shrines, sticking with the Diablo theme. Seems to be the case for a lot of matches lately. Having one game on BOE, the other on Infernal Shrines. Not always in that order. Well, let's see. What's the status here? So this one was the map pick of main tank Uther. Yeah, I give them their point. And it looks like maybe they actually did stay on the same side, so good for them. Alright, let's just get the team listed out correctly here, so give me 1 second to update their details. This looks like a little bit more standard of a composition for this team. Okay, somehow the names got changed. It's confusing. Brett Michaels there, Sweet Buns. Did the pop-ups have different names last game, guys? It didn't, right? I mean, they matched the people playing, right? I mean, they had to. I would have caught that in when I typed them out. But what do we got here? So, okay, there's our last hero. Game number 2. It's gonna be Infernal Shrines. Here we go. Yeah, my memory is like a goldfish. Like, I forget things immediately after I say them sometimes. Sometimes while I'm saying them. Like, I'll be in the middle of saying something, I'll be just da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Alright, so let's get into this game. It's all set up, ready to go. Game number 2 between main tank Uther and Team Happy Cloud. On the left, we've got main tank Uther. We've got J-Lux playing the Mephisto. Thunderstruck going to be on the Arthas. Taxic on Diablo. Jimmy going to be playing Jaina. And Tayuki on Lucio. And looking for the 2-0 domination, we've got Team Happy Cloud. R275 Delta going to be playing the Rhaegar. Galaxy Quest on the Hanzo. Brett Michaels once again on the Greymane. Sweet Bun's going to be playing Johanna. And Nico on Leoric. All right, so we got the target practice coming out from Hanzo, getting those explosive arrows. Gonna be taking explosive arrows at 4, I imagine. I see only 2 members of the team on clouds. I know, right? That's what I said last game. Like, their mount synergy with their team name is absolutely just, you know, it's just not acceptable. I mean, okay, Rhaegar, but, you know, come on, guys. This is not going to fly, says Bloody Skillin. Exactly. There is also not a main tank Uther. You are absolutely correct. But maybe it was banned. See, we don't know. We don't have the ban information. So there you go. I might be the Leo. Are you? Are you? Is that you, Nico? Is it Nico? Do you prefer Nico? Uther wasn't banned. All right. You know what? Actually, I do have the page that tells me whether he was banned. And Uther was, in fact, not banned. But you know who was banned? Medivh! As well as Samuro. Alex Straza. Those were the team Happy Cloud bans there. ETC, Sylvanas, and Ana were the bans coming out from main tank Uther. Sorry. I went off into the internet there. Taxic gonna be the first blood in this game, as not quite having a whole lot of souls here. Jimmy getting very low, but Greymane also, and Mephisto's gonna dive in, get that kill. So looking for the Diablo Arthas, you know, beefy frontliners, got some self-sustain to kind of balance out this double mage comp between the Jaina and Mephisto. And I think it's a tall order. I mean, that's a... I don't know, like, Mephisto doesn't have great Skeletal Defender clear. I mean, Arthas and Diablo don't really either, so they're putting it all on the shoulders of the Jaina. So that's gonna be tough, I think. But they do get to 4 first. So that's good for them. Lulu needs to start casting our games, says Tem. And Jaina coming in, looking for this Bret Michaels. Just a little bit too late to get into that siege camp, but certainly freezing out the Wolfman. Please help. What am I helping? Find someone to do the hard part of the casting work and I'll join. Well, you know what? I mean, there is a game coming up in a half an hour, so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe that happens. That's me. That's me? Oh, I see. See, I have to kind of read them backwards, right? I don't know where I last looked. But Leo is gonna Wraith Walk out. Does he make it all the way? Does get rooted on the other side, but able to just make it out alive. And pops, I believe that was both the Osirian renewal and a tap on the well. But as mentioned, we're gonna see Jaina here. She's all the shrine clear, and she doesn't have that much mana at this point. So that said, we've got a push in the bot lane. Team Happy Cloud has their siege camp, says, you know what? We don't need that shrine. It's an early shrine. We can get value here. It's an arcane punisher too. Greymane, however, gonna get, oh my goodness, the dive onto the wall, making use of that Worgen form to dive onto the wall and then use the razor swipe to get out of range of both the heroes and the fort. And Diablo is gonna get the charge in, but the cleanse coming out from Rhaegar is gonna allow Greymane to walk away, and that's going to give a full fort here over to the side of Team Happy Cloud. Really strong beginning to this game. What a pal. Thank you for the follow. Such a pal. Gotta tell you. Great pal. You guys can't have a pal like as good as What a Pal. So Arthas kind of hanging out here in the bot lane, getting this XP as level 7 picked up here first. It's a little bit of a switch around on the XP going now in favor of Team Happy Cloud. But only 2 more skeletal defenders, and this is where we need to see some value, right? I mean, they lost that bottom fort to get this shrine. So can they get value out of it? I ain't your friend, buddy. What? What? That's fine. We're just pals. You can be a pal. Oh, Leoric, you gotta bait it. You gotta tell it you're there. It doesn't know you're there. But eventually somebody hit it. Let him know. And it jumps over the wall. And this Punisher is just getting destroyed. And why wouldn't it? You got a Hanzo doing damage. Is that the spell power? It is. Nah, they don't go Dragon Strike, do they? I mean, they have some lockdown. Oh, a Dragon Strike and Tomb? Is that what we're gonna see? Oh, please tell me we see Dragon Strike and Tomb. Oh, don't actually tell me though in chat. I know some of you guys are here. I don't want to know. I want to see it. I want to see it. Don't say it! I want to see it! All right, so Mephisto coming in, getting the damage. We got the siege camp pulled here, but not able to be done here by the Mephisto. He doesn't have great siege camp clear, but Greymane gonna dive in onto the Mephisto's dead. Good night. Yeah, nothing could be done about that. In fact, I think Diablo may have made a poor life choice there. Probably dies as well. Well, maybe not. Lucio coming in to save the day. You know what? And that's the kind of thing where you're like, hey, Lucio, I owe you $5. You're a good pal. Not seeing anything on the screen. Dima, if you're on mobile, sometimes that happens. There's literally nothing I can do about it. You can try a different browser or something like that. Oh, it's not Dragon Strike! Oh, look at that arrow. Hold up. We gotta follow this arrow. Where's it going? It got nowhere. Okay. Alright, well, Team Happy Cloud has failed me, and now I can no longer do this cast. I'm so incredibly disappointed. I have to go find some booze. NA Aero. Are you? I mean, I'm Aero and I'm in NA. Is that what we're going for? See, I see. Says Bloody Skillin. Psalm Aero. Indeed. Also, I think Fan was playing Hanzo the other day. Had a nice whiff on the arrow. Went sailing right past everybody. You love to see it. I mean, for what it's worth, I mean, those long-ranged arrows are not easy to hit. I mean, you kind of have to predict where people are going to be or have some kind of lockdown. And but when they hit, boy, are they good. You're just like, yeah, calculated. All right, enough about the NA Arrow. Let's talk about these ultimates. So it's go for the throat. We've got the Blessed Shield, we got the Entomb, we got the Ancestral, we got the Hanzo Dragon Arrow. So some pretty solid setup. The Entomb sets up for Dragon Arrow, the Dragon Arrow sets up for Entomb. Blessed Shield sets up for both. I mean, there's a lot of value there. Greymane can get some damage. Not sure he wants to necessarily dive into the Entomb, but he can still get some damage outside of it for the poke damage, bring them down, and then finish the kill with his go for the throat. On the other side, however, it's going to be Consume Souls, Ring of Frost, Apocalypse. It's going to be that Cindergosa and Sound Barrier. So looking for the Ring Apocalypse combo or Apocalypse Ring, and then the damage coming out from the Consume Souls. And you know what? Cindergosa can set up a lot of that stuff too. There goes the Entomb onto 2. Lucio can't get out of that, but not a lot of damage coming into it. There's the Apocalypse, though. Ring of Frost coming out as well. Does hit the 1, and they dive in onto the Rhaegar, but he pops that Self-Ancestral. Everything's just fine for the little Ghost Wolfy boy. Mephisto trying to go in to see if he can't get it. Rubber bands back to his point. All of the health bars here over for Team Happy Cloud getting pretty low. And Lucio doing a good job of keeping the main tank Uther crew up. Brett Michaels going to get caught by the Diablo, the Sound Barrier coming out to make sure that everybody makes it out healthy. And while the main tank Uther crew are sitting pretty decently here, there's only 3 left. Kind of wonder, and it's 3 on either side now, so whoever gets this is in a good position, and whoever doesn't, right now it's looking that was Team Happy Cloud maybe regretting their life choices. What do you think? What do you think, Nako? Regretting life choices? Is that what happened there? But this is the second Punisher now going over to main tank Uther. The previous one only got the wall, didn't get a whole lot of damage onto the fort. And this, honestly, they need these Punishers because that's where a lot of their siege comes from. The back coming out from Sweet Buns, but the Punisher getting baited over to the wall by, I think it was Brett Michaels. And that'll at least give them the... Oh my goodness, a 4-man ring. Do they get the follow-up? Not enough from the Mephisto. And Jimmy's gonna fall in trade for that. Oh my goodness, that was such a huge setup. And they couldn't quite get it to work. Feels bad, man. I'm sorry, Jimmy. That looks so sweet. That the raw ring into the team, getting 4 people locked down, and then you just die. Like you pay for your great lockdown with your life. But here comes the rotation into the siege camp. This is a 5-on-4, by the way, isn't it? No, it's 4-on-4. Leoric's up top. Never mind. This would have been great for Leoric to be in, too, as Diablo is going to be the one to fall. So much damage from the scatter arrow. Syndragosa coming in here. Jalux, I think, just dies now because he went in on that. Gets rubber banded. Greymane coming in from far. Is able to secure the kill. Actually, I think the Goatman actually won that one for him. Like, got the kill onto it. I think the Entomb was pretty bad. Fair enough. Oh, man. Level 13 to level 15 here as Jaina clearing out the siege camp in the mid lane, completing her Fingers of Frost quest. So keep in mind that, you know, the Fingers of Frost quest is great because it gives you that additional mana, but also when you complete it, you get 10% bonus damage. I mean, that's not an insignificant amount for all that chill damage here. Arthas versus the Leoric up here. The battle of 2 of the slowest auto attackers in the game. Actually, Arthas isn't too bad, but I don't know that anybody has a slower auto attack than Leoric. Deathwing might, Stukov might. But never mind. Here comes the rotation. I feel this is one of those moments where you're like, I almost felt like I could have heard that serene, you know, woodland music in the background as we're watching the nature creatures, and then suddenly, like, it turns into, like, I don't know, dubstep or something, just as Arthas gets rotated on and taken to the graveyard. Picking up that Shaman camp, it's, you know what, it has absolutely no interest in this top fort. Just walking right on by. But because it's there, this minion wave moves up forward, and that's going to give Team Happy Cloud the opportunity to get a whole bunch of damage. Maybe not all of the damage needed for the fort, but certainly enough to make it close. So what kind of build do we have out of the Mephisto? So getting the, is that spell power one, I think? Let's take a look at these towns. We don't see a lot of Mephisto. So yeah, spell power, if he hits enemy heroes at least 20 times with the basic abilities, it increases the duration of the spell power bonus 10 seconds after it ends. So obviously that would be mostly his Lightning Nova, because it's a very quick damaging ability. And you know what? Good on Team Happy Cloud to recognize the pressure coming out from main tank Uther in the top lane. So they're going to get more value out of this push than main tank Uther did. In fact, they may even be able to take the keep if they keep pushing for it. We're getting the backs here, it looks like, from the rest of the team as they get the Shaman camp. Leoric doing, you know what? Doing the Lord's work. Clearing out the undead over this this frozen Punisher. Now, it just occurs to me now, this is actually even worse for main tank Uther. Not only did they lose a lot of damage on their keep, but there's a Punisher in the lane that they just lost the damage in the keep. So that's going right into the keep here now. And it's a frozen Punisher. But Team Happy Cloud is not supporting it. They're sending Leo back here to deal with the camp, which is fine. And I guess that's why they're not pushing with it, which is really surprising. Yeah, I don't know. Feels awkward. See how much damage the Punisher's able to do here. It's getting baited around a little bit. Team Happy Cloud's able to get that middle fort down. So they've cleared out now 2 out of 3. They're going to finish up that top fort as well. I forgot it was even still up. I was about to say all of the forts. They do clear out all the forts now. That said, main tank Uther's not that far behind in the structure game. They already have down 2 forts here. I don't think there's a whole lot of... Yeah, a little bit of damage on this wall. A little bit in the mid wall. No damage in the bot wall. So it's still relatively close as far as structures are concerned. Bot lane there is, you know, considerably stronger for Team Happy Cloud. But the big challenge now is that Team Happy Cloud's only 80% of a level away from level 20. And that's where this gets really scary for main tank Uther. Because the Silence Entomb, Buried Alive, ends the game, basically. Rotation on to the Leoric, but he gives absolutely no ducks. As he pops on that Sleepy Cloud. Makes it all the way behind his wall, because he's got that Empowered Wraithwalk at level 13. Which, by the way, also reduces the damage of the enemy heroes here. Ducks, yeah, no ducks. Gives no ducks. Cinder Ghosts are coming out, so shutting down the keep here. And we're seeing maybe the potential for a core race as Greymane in the bot lane. And, oh man, this is a tough one, because I feel like Greymane wins this for them. Especially since Leoric can slow down the damage. And it looks like that's exactly what it's going to be. So we're going to have to bounce back and forth here a little bit. And main tank Uther says, whoops, maybe this wasn't the best idea. And right now they're trying to get back, but I don't think there's anything they can do. Mephisto's going to fall there. Diablo's going to make it here, but it's at 65%. We've got the Blinded by the Light or Storm Shield. It was Storm Shield from the Rhaegar going out. Never mind. I thought they were going to win this game, but with the well, never mind. The kill on the Jaina. Maybe the Arthas. Maybe not the Arthas. The core is regenerating and shielding here. Oh my goodness. How did that not win the game? Oh, NA Aero. I don't know. They get the kill onto the Lucio. That should be enough here. It's just the 2 tanks. Greymane, they've got the rest of the team here now, so they can go ahead and make their way, finish up this core. And that looks like it's going to be the end of the game, as level 20 was picked up in the middle of that for them. Hello, it's me, Yoshi. Oh, global, of course, global Aero. Good call, good call. You're right. You're right. 11:17. We can do a live cast. You know what? Let's do a live cast. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let you guys vote on which cast we do. So give me a second to pull up the voting here. Manage poll. New poll. Which match should we cast? And let me go find out who's playing. Actually, I should make sure nobody else picked up either one of them. Nobody did, so what do we got here? All right, B West, Deviled Kegs versus Necrofin. Why isn't it typing? All right, well, it's Dev Kegs versus Necro Murgles, or Heroic TTW versus PR Topaz. All right, I'm gonna only put that up for a minute because there's no stream delay, so vote in chat. You've got 1 minute. Which match do we watch? Do we cast? Are we going to cast the Div B West between Deviled Kegs and Necrofin Murgles? Or are we going to catch this heroic match between TTW and Phoenix Rising Topaz? What do you guys think? Hey Tem, how you doing, buddy? Galaxy Quest, Brett Michaels, thanks for the follows. I already mentioned what a pal. But what a pal. What a pal. Let's see. What kind of chats do I have? Bummer not saying B West. All right, we'll add you in for that vote. Looks like it's going to be B West coming in with the 60%. Ultimately, would have been 66% because we got an extra vote in there for Bummernot, I think. So, all right, we'll go ahead and rip the B West match here between Devil Kegs and Necrofin Murgles. So let's let the teams know. That's coming up in 10 minutes, everybody. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Oh, sorry, hold on. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 10 minutes.